I'm through with standing in line to clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. Tell me what you want. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me. So what you need? I'll need a credit card that's got no limit and a big black jet with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet. Been done. I want a new tour bus full of old guitars, mine star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me. So how you gonna do it? I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And well, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining me this beautiful Sunday afternoon here on your outpost on the West Coast in sunny Southern California. We're just having a lot of fun doing these videos, and set up your little workbench, your little workshop, your little study area, your hobby area, your area, just parentheses, your area. Enjoy the heck out of life. And what life has to give you in return. Live your life right, and you will reap the benefits of all the beautiful things that are going to come your way. Anyways, real quick, I want to thank the following new subscribers. David Hodges. David, thank you. XR600 Beast, thank you. Welcome aboard. John Chavaillot, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Tom Scales Garage, and JPL Bound. John, I hope I pronounced correctly. Thank you, guys. Wonderful young men and ladies who subscribe to my channel. And JPL Bound. JPL Bound, just the name of your YouTube name there sparks my imagination of what all are you going to bring humanity in the very near future. I can't wait, and I hope I'm still around when that happens. Number one, I want to thank my hero. That would be my younger brother there, who's an amazing, he's my hero. He's an amazing brother, an amazing father and husband to those two gorgeous twins you see right there. Yeah, my staff sergeant there is part of a group of deployed U.S. forces out in the Middle East right now, out there in Kuwait and the Iraqi area. And yeah, my family's representing Staff Sergeant, let's just call him Staff Sergeant A for right now, is deployed, has been deployed out there for a few months, is going to be out there for a while. And like I said, he is my hero. He's an amazing brother, an amazing father, an amazing husband, and those right there are his two little precious twins. And yeah, we represent. So right there you see Dad's two sons. One who's a career paratrooper in the armed forces, and the other one right there on your right, who in this photograph is high as a kite. I've got 38 years in the law enforcement community. So yeah, we love, and this family loves this country, and this is how we pay her back for everything she has given us and my family and the way we live our lives. Thank you very much. But there's my brother in harm's way as we speak, with all the stuff going on in the Middle East right now. Called him the other day, and I think texted him the other day, and I think what he said was they weren't deemed that important enough, so they weren't shooting missiles at him just quite yet. But that's what he told us last time when he was out there in Baghdad. And as you spoke to him in the background, you could hear the explosions going off. So God bless my brother. I watch the news. I pray every day and every night, constantly watching news, and pray for all you guys, men and women that are serving this nation out there as I film this, as we talk. Anyways, another person I want to, thanks, bro. Another person I want to thank. Now, if you remember in the last video here, I ordered one of these. And if I do that tractor build, I've got the idea of doing a 1939 Caterpillar D5 crawler. And I'm getting catalogs. In real life, it was a kit bash type thing. And in the hobby version, if I'm able to pull it off and build it, it'll be a severely kit bash thing. And that's what I like. I'm looking forward to it. I ordered one of these last time. It was a fantastic catalog from Caterpillar. I think mine was circa 1945. This one is circa 1960. But anyways, he didn't have to do this, and this is weeks after the sale. The seller contacts me, and he has this one for sale. He made me an offer I couldn't refuse, and even said free shipping, so I got it. And yeah, this one's even a hell of a lot better than the last one I got. And if you're going to scratch build something, or you're trying to figure out something from Caterpillar, these are the catalogs you need to have. This, what we're looking at here, is fender placement. Here's the louvers on the engine covers. Here's the front pinto hook, I guess that is. Yeah, there's another hook right here. You got your belly pan, your underbody armor, your spring, all that good stuff. There's your track for your treads. There's your tread tensioning spring. There's your drive sprocket, your transmission, all that good stuff. If I do wind up building it, it's probably going to be like in 1/25th scale, and it's going to be probably all scratch built. The only thing I got to figure out is the tracks. I'm going to start experimenting with different metals and cutting and different techniques. If I can pull the tracks off and I can make each actual plate and connect them together and they come out great, then I'll go ahead and proceed with that project. But that's going to be a lifelong project. Who I want to thank is, and he didn't have to do this, but Phil Kuhn. Thank you very much, Phil Kuhn from Got Manuals, Phil K. Kuhn Incorporated. His email address is gotmanuals@hotmail.com. Check out his eBay store, probably under his same name. For all your manuals, I imagine heavy equipment, diesel equipment, Caterpillars, tractors, stuff like that. Buy or sell or trade, contact Phil. I'm sure he can take care of you and your needs like he took care of my needs. And just very pleasant surprise and very pleasant doing business with you. Phil, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate that. Anyways, why we're here. Whoo. Now, you all saw my last couple videos here where I did some movie reviews of Bad Day at Black Rock. And well, part 3 and 4, YouTube went ahead and banned them. And you know what? I'm just going to be straight out honest, okay? It had nothing to do with copyright or anything to do with that because they're just little segments. My videos are titled reviews, and they fit all the guidelines of what a movie review is. A movie review isn't only allowed to a professional newspaper, let's say, or some sort of TV movie review program. Anyone can review movies. You're allowed certain. Just don't do the whole movie and claim it as your own. That's not the case. Where they zinged me at, and they actually pointed to the section, was where I had Hitler's airplanes landing in Germany. Hitler was on board one of those planes. His general staff was on board the second. They were landing in Russia, I'm sorry, to visit the general staff on the Eastern Front. Well, because those airplanes showed swastika emblems and German Balkenkraut on the wings, apparently, YouTube's policy is not to celebrate Nazi symbolisms, and boom, they got me right there. That's just a trend of today. I never fight these. They've done that to me in the past before and banned some of my videos. And that was where I covered and did a movie review on the Battle of the Bulge, 1966 Battle of the Bulge with Henry Fonda and Teddy Savalas, and all sorts of other good guys on there. They banned that one too. And after about 2 months, they released it. I guess it was okay. So this one I'm actually fighting. And let me tell you something. All the weird knuckleheads, all the weird monitors and censors at Twitter that did all that bullshit during the last elections, well, when Elon Musk took over, he had all those knuckleheads fired. Well, all they did was cross the street over to YouTube headquarters, applied for jobs, and they all got hired. Now they're censoring our videos now. And because a plane had certain markings on it, which is historically correct for the plane that existed at that time back in 1940, I think it's 42, right? 43, 42, 43. I'm sorry, that was 44, 1944. I got dinged. And I mean, it won't even come up. Well, anyways, let's get to this. So we didn't get to show you parts 3 and 4. They were they actually was better than parts 1 and 2. If they release them, I'll be happy to post them back here for you guys to check it out. But today we're going to finish our Lionel restoration. We're going to finish one of the episodes as we're towards the end, and we're almost there. Today we're going to be covering freight trains, the little restoration work I did to the freight cars. We covered the track, the wiring, the locomotive, which I'm waiting. I got some little issues which I'll share with you guys before we end this video. It may even be a 2-part video. But why don't you guys go ahead and join me as I clip this microphone to my collar. Give me 1 second. There we go. Give me another second. All right. We're clipped onto my collar. As you recall, I mentioned in the last video, at least your red items, most of the Lionel freight cars are not painted. It's molded plastic, and over the years, the plastic starts to dry out, or at least components of the plastic. So this one was no exception. So as it started to dry out, it started to turn pink in many areas. And the scratches and dings and stuff that it had acquired during its lifetime start to become even more apparent as the item becomes even more lighter and duller and flat. Real easy fix for these is wash them. If you could scuff up or buff out some of those scrapes, and you can barely see some here, with either real fine steel wool or sandpaper, emery cloth, sometimes just rags, a soft cloth back and forth. Get it as smooth as possible. Don't worry, you're going to hit it with Tamiya Clear, so it will fill in those gaps and pretty much mask or pretend to mask most of those dings and stuff. Here you can see where a hot item was placed against the plastic and it melted, kind of like a soldering iron or something, who knows. But it was really starting to get beat up and show its age. It looks great now because we hit it with Tamiya. Just regular clear. You don't have to use semi-gloss, gloss, or flat. Get TS13, just regular clear. And you can knock down some of that gloss coat. Just get a soft, real soft rag or cloth and just kind of buff it down. And after it's dried for about a week, and you can start handling it after about 20 minutes. But If you want to knock down some of that gloss, just get a real soft cloth and kind of buff it down. And you can knock down even some of that gloss there, but I'm not going to do that in this particular case. And to show you what I'm talking about, everything kind of has a shine on it now, a slight shine, except my gondola here. Our gondola kind of stands out like a sore thumb. I mean, she looks great here on video, but if you look at her in person, she's pretty dry and toasted. And I think the shine on the wheels makes it look kind of like, ooh, still looks cool. But my Samsung Android phone here is really doing a fantastic, beautiful shot shooting videos recently. And it's not really showing the dullness and just the tired paint. It's not paint, it's molded blue plastic on this side. So to prove it, what I did is on the other side, we went ahead and brightened her up. We did this about an hour ago. After about a week, I'll hit it with a real soft cloth and just kind of wipe it down, take off some of that slight shine on it, but maybe not. But we did the inside, we did the ends, we polished the treads of our wheels. That's why our wheels look so fantastic, like brand new, except this side, and I did that on purpose so you guys can see. We're gonna go ahead and shoot this right now off camera, and then give me about 1 minute. There we go. So we'll let that dry. It dries real fast. By the time we're done shooting this video, we're going to have some beautiful results. So his whole train is just going to have that restored look and smell to it, which is going to give him hopefully that ooh and ah factor. Right now, my ex-girlfriend's mother, my mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, Diane, who I love, absolutely love Diane. What an amazing, beautiful woman she is. And I miss her a lot. Right now, Diane's trying to track down what relative it belongs to, because she had a house fire here a few years ago and she lost all sorts of phone numbers and stuff. But she said she'll have an answer for me. And in the meantime, I can leave this down at her house, which is no big deal. I might wind up just doing that. But it gives me a chance to videotape more for you guys, the whole restoration process. And there's no such thing as an old toy, and my personal feelings have always been toys should never wind up in the garbage, in the trash, on the sidewalk waiting for trash day. I think that's a crime against humanity. I absolutely love all sorts of toys, all sorts of kinds, and restoring them, bringing them back to life. Just where I concentrate on is on the railroading and the model building business. And I think my next model in the big rig model building hobby side of what I do is going to be that triple axle Revell big rig tow truck. And I'm going to have a lot of metal built into it. I'm going to have a lot of surprises. I think that's the way I'm going to shoot, especially since getting those beautiful tires I usually get, aftermarket tires, is going to be an issue for a while. So let's get back to you. So you can see we already went ahead and started to run all our cables, attach our big hook here, run all of our cables, make sure the boom works up and down, oil the squeaky, and it had a lot of squeaky spots. Take care of all that stuff. Let's finish off the rest of this on camera. But let me give you guys a zoom shot of what I've done so far. And the boom and that hook will raise and lower independently of each other. What I wanted to show you guys is, I covered this the last time. It looks like a long bolt. It's got about a treaded end, the last inch. This inch worth of metal at the end is threaded, so you could raise and lower your boom because it'll corkscrew in and corkscrew out, and that causes the boom to go up or down depending which way you turn. This wheel here actually brings and lowers the cable to bring your actual hook up and down. And of course, the whole thing swivels. It's what I wanted to show you was this. It's a heavy threaded rod, metal rod. The end, this paddle wheel or this turning wheel is actually cast metal. It's some sort of white, hard cast metal. And what I wanted to show you, what impressed me, was the end is knurled. It's machined, it's knurled, and this turning wheel is pressed on there. You're not going to pop this off sitting on your workbench. You're going to probably have to use a drill press or a gear remover to get that off and then press it back on. But I love heavy duty construction like that. You can literally drop this, or your kid can drop it onto the floor like I just did right there, and you're not going to hurt this thing whatsoever. I love that stuff. And that's what we got going on here. So let's go ahead and get this guy. Go ahead and get this puppy working. So you got that hole on the back. This thing goes right through that hole there. And then this thing will, see if I can show you guys that. You got this metal, swiveling metal thing that's threaded, so that rod will go right through that threaded portion there. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Or maybe not. Yeah. There we go, we got it. So also what we're going to do, we're going to put a little drop of oil on that. I never like to use straight on grease on my products. I remember when we ran the trains down at the museum in San Diego, somebody brought in a big tub of 5-gallon bucket of axle grease, black axle grease, and they would coat all the equipment in that stuff. Our layout stunk there for a while, and that stuff got everywhere, and it was just disgusting. I like to use real thick oil, in this case LaBelle 102 gear oil. It's really thick, and to me it serves the purpose of where you would use grease. Use that real thick LaBelle. So we'll go ahead, we're gonna squirt or apply. There's no squirting here. It's real hard to squeeze the bottle, and for a while you're gonna think, man, I just got ripped off, this thing's right in the bottle. Nope, trust me, it's just real thick, kind of like honey. And this bottle here has lasted me 20 years. They also sell lighter versions of it, but I do recommend the LaBelle 102. Okay, so we're connected there. Now you have 2 sheet metal pegs that shoot out this way that will go through those 2 holes. You might be able to see them right there. You have 1 slot on this side, 1 slot on the other side. And then you have 1 tab that shoots out in the rear, and it goes through another slot on the rear. That one. So start with the rear one first. Start with the rear one first. Come on, buddy. There we go. And then the 2 front ones should pop into place. That one just popped in. That one just popped in too. So she's connected. Let's see if we did all right here. I'm turning the rear wheel, and you can see the results, what's happening. Pretty cool, huh? Tell me he ain't gonna like that. And his boom. Okay, it should be a little heavy. Let's pull it down manually here. We'll oil those wheels, make sure they turn. These wheels here too. So let's see if we could get that hook to lift up. Pretty cool. So I say she's done. I think she came out great. Get some light on her. Okay, we got some light on her. Now we went ahead and polished her wheels also. We polished the wheels on all his equipment. And last time I spoke about using a polishing wheel to accomplish that. This time I'm actually going to show you guys, even if this is a two-part video, which it looks like that's what it's going to be. So, well, we ended now at 26 minutes. This was part one. This was this was section A of part, I think we're at 3 now. Anyways, stick around for section B of this episode. We'll be right back. Why don't you guys take advantage, take this little intermittent break, go on over, get a cup of coffee, or go down to Starbucks, go walk around the block, go smoke a cigarette, check your emails and your texts. I'm going to go grab something to eat, and then we'll meet back here in about 20 minutes, right after intermission for section or part B.